Alright. Welcome back to What's Niggling Me. I'm gonna rock the Lamar jersey today. Feel bad for him. Tough game in the snow yesterday. Sad. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Happy Inauguration Day. Both of those guys have something in common. Mr. Donald J. Trump and Martin Luther King. In my opinion, the FBI killed Martin Luther King. They might have had something to do with Donald Trump and Thomas Crooks. They definitely had to do with luring a couple people to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Motherfucker. They said Donald Trump was a Russian asset. And he was colluding with Putin. I think that same organization knows more about the Tsarnaev kid. Not really a kid. So good to be though. And that guy's in jail forever. It's like in a supermax. He's not been allowed to be interviewed for some reason. Even though, like, you know, they love giving interviews to prisoners. Then Anna Delvey got fucking interviews. Ted Bundy got interviews. Charles Manson got interviews. Why were they giving him interviews? Who else they give interviews to? Ed Kemper. Look that guy up. That guy, maybe don't look that guy up. I don't know. That's not a great story. But I'll give you the gist. He was this big, tall guy back in the day. I don't know if it was 60s, 70s. California, I think. But when he was growing up, I think he was a bad kid. And he lived with his grandparents, and I'm pretty sure... I know for sure. He might have killed them both. I'm pretty sure he shotgunned, I think he shotgunned both of them. Kind of like the Menendez brothers. For some reason, people want them to get out, but not Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper turned himself in. The Menendez brothers went on a shopping spree with their parents' money. Sitting courtside at basketball games. Ed Kemper, though, real tall motherfucker, was just like picking girls up and killing them. He's got interviews. But Tsarnaev, no interviews for Tsarnaev for some reason. You can see Epstein interrogations, but no Tsarnaev. That niggles me. That guy. Yeah. Donald Trump. If you watch any episodes, I mention him often. I got a Donald Trump coin the other day. Crypto coin. This is not financial advice. Nothing I say in here is financial advice. I bought a Donald Trump coin for, I think, $30.60. I'll show you. Give me a sec. Who knows if it's even going to pick it up when I try to show you. Official Trump. I sold a little bit of render for it. All market data. There's my Trump coin. I don't know, we'll start back here and we'll see if it is picking it up or not. Donald Trump. They really fucked the crypto ecosystem up though. Because this might sound insane for anybody that doesn't know crypto at all. $15 billion have been invested in Trump coin. Canadian, 15 billion Canadian. I'm gonna guess I don't really know how much that is American. 12? It's a bit less. 11, maybe it's 11 or 12 billion dollars American is invested in Trump coin. So people took money out of their other cryptos is my guess. Oh, I forget how much I even got it for. $30 and something. I don't even care if it goes to $1. I have a Donald Trump fucking coin. How funny is that? I could have sold it when it was at $100. But I'm not gonna. I got it for $30.34. But crypto, not Trump coin, but he is pro crypto. That's a big thing for me. He also got Tulsi Gabbard in his on his team, we'll call it. And I'm a big fan of Tulsi Gabbard. She seems, from everything that I've looked up about her, that she is a thoughtful person. She went to fight in the war that she shouldn't have been in because her government lied to her for the reasons to go over there. And then she was in the medical corps, like the medics. And then I think she was the congresswoman for Hawaii. Rise in the Democratic ranks. And then she said she was against going to war because they wanted to fucking go into Syria because Bibi Netanyahu got what he wanted years later, like recently, and got Bashar al-Assad out of there. In the United States, they just prop up militant regimes to get those leaders out of there. Like they propped up Osama bin Laden in the Mujahideen to fight the Soviets back in the day. But they started. Tulsi didn't want more war over in the Middle East after she already fought over there. So they said she's a Russian Syrian asset. So I'm a pretty big fan of her thoughts there. And then RFK. route. RFK's the man. He was big before me since 2020. Like, his voice is, despite no pun intended, swear to God, has been amazing. His hard work, his attention to detail, his fucking will to fight. I commend the guy. He worked with people with disabilities, like, growing up and stuff. Like, he sued and fought for a clean environment. He fights Donald Trump on the climate change thing. But I think that guy has good, true intentions, just like Tulsi Gabbard. And so those are huge bonuses of Trump for me. Elon, he's huge on free speech. I believe he has an intentional long game he's playing. He's brain and Pinky in the Brain. This guy wants to rule the world. This guy can rule the world. He's on a trajectory to get his fingers in industries that are going to be important in the future. That people don't really realize how important. That he will have control. He could rule the world. He could be the first. It's pretty fucking scary. But to appease me, people like me, he is really big on free speech. And he wants to control AI. I believe AI is the future. I invest in crypto AI. Again, not financial advice. But I know that's the future. I know AI is the future. It's going to run so many of the sectors. All truck drivers gone. Every single truck driver delivering everything all over North America, gone. Currently, a lot of them are Indian. They're not going to be needed anymore. Those are going to be robots. Autonomous vehicles, autonomous trucks. There will be no taxi drivers. There will be no Ubers. There will be no skip the dishes. Or there will be those, all by autonomous robots bringing you everything. UPS, FedEx, United States Postal Service, or Canada Post. All of these services gone. Universal basic income. I know it sounds like a bad idea, and there are net cons to it. But it is going to have to happen because there's going to be so many jobs gone because of artificial intelligence into robotics. It's inevitable. Autonomous vehicles and autonomous robots that Elon's building and other companies are building will wipe out jobs like crazy. Unbelievable amounts of jobs. Water. But he's for free speech. And him and Trump have really helped push our Liberal government in Canada out and open more people's eyes to the abuse of power. So that's been helpful. The short game has pros with Elon. And the crypto is big for me because I know, storage. Jeff Bezos has the biggest cloud. The cloud that everybody uses, Jeff Bezos has. It's confusing. All that, like, space is confusing. Tech is confusing. Wi-Fi, that kind of shit is pretty confusing. How it all works, and there's on the blockchain, there's like a storage system that you can store things like that. So I believe there's some crypto that will be used for storage, data storage. Also, Jeff Bezos and everybody else, if they can use not financial advice. But XYO is a company that they do logistics tracking, and I would hope that Jeff Bezos could take a meeting with those guys and that would be really cool. There's way faster, more proof of work technologies coming that I'm excited about. Okay. So the Sarnev guy really interests me. He interests me like the Vegas shootings. Because multiple people were shot by apparently one shooter. Official narratives. I don't know. Official narratives. So that's what's real interesting about the Sarnev guy and other people around, okay? So Sarnev, wrote this down here. So that Sarnev guy, he's my brother's age. He's younger. And he had an older brother. You can be pretty influenced by your older brother. I always remember my mom telling me that real young. Your brother looks up to you, your brother looks up to you. My brother, I'm just thinking right now, like how much just the reaction that my brother will have if he watches this is playing in my head, and it's gonna be so funny. So yeah, I remember my mom always saying like, your brother looks up to you, your brother looks up to you. When I punched a guy before, my brother went and did it. We both got suspended. So anytime my brother did something bad, it was because I'm a bad influence. My brother will still say, Brett's a bad influence. Brett's a bad influence. I don't know. I guess I can't I don't know. I guess that's up to everyone's individual opinion if I'm a good or a bad influence on my brother. I'm pondering it. So I don't know if I wrote that guy's name. I didn't write his first name down. And I probably can't even pronounce it anyways. It's, I think, something like Dokar. I really suck at pronouncing Middle Eastern names. Asian names too. Russian names, I'm a little bit better at. Like the Eastern European people. Better at pronouncing those. Not awesome. Middle Eastern names are tough. They're tough. And I don't even know if it's Sarnev is how I'm supposed to be pronouncing his last name. The Boston Marathon Bombers. The older brother. Make sure this is recording and I'm not fucking up. Okay, where'd it go? Okay. The older brother was a bad influence in my opinion. He was a bad influence. And this guy, fuck, I don't even know how old he was. He was young. His older brother influenced him, who was smart. If he was intelligent, he was educated and intelligent. He wasn't a goat farmer like they tell you the people that flew into the fucking towers were. That flew fucking big ass fucking plane somehow. Sarnev. I don't even know where I was. I'm shaking my phone around. He was influenced by his brother, who they apparently did it because Barack Obama, Barry Soetoro, you know him? He drone striked this guy in Yemen. This guy in Yemen has a pretty interesting story. I'd like to know the story of Sarnev, but they don't really tell you anything, and nobody's allowed to interview him. But the guy that they drone striked, they say was, I don't believe this. He was, fuck, I think I wrote that guy's name down. Alwari or something. What's that guy's name? Anwar al-Awlaki. Anwar al-Awlaki. I think that's this guy's name. How you pronounce it? Barry Soetoro, Barack Obama, drone striked him in Yemen because, I don't know, he founded Al-Qaeda? Nah. He didn't found Al-Qaeda. Another guy that I can't pronounce his name, and then Osama bin Laden founded Al-Qaeda, funded by the CIA. They were funding the Mujahideen, that was Osama bin Laden, to fight against the Soviets back in the day. Way before 9/11. Way before. The CIA fucked up and they backed Osama bin Laden. The Saudi Arabian who lived in Pakistan. Al-Hawari. Anwar al-Awlaki. He organized it. This guy was really smart. What's crazy about this guy is I always see the giving out turkeys thing, the mob or can't think of this guy's name. The guy that Frank Lucas used to work for. Bubby Johnson, something like that. They used to give out turkeys and stuff on Thanksgiving. So the community had they were doing a very virtuous thing. The community had a good outlook on them, even though they were fucking slanging drugs and murdering people. This guy. Maybe this guy had the craziest front from what I fucking looked up. This guy, the guy that Obama drone striked, after 9/11, he was an imam at a mosque, a priest at a church. And he condemned the attacks right after, okay? He spoke at the Department of Defense after 9/11, this guy. So possibly, government agents, FBI, CIA is not allowed to do anything on home soil, apparently, though. So FBI, apparently Homeland, Department of Defense, they just blow at their jobs. Or they're just making things up, I don't know. Because this guy, one of the top organizers for Al-Qaeda, after 9/11, he spoke at the Department of Defense. He led a prayer service at the U.S. Capitol, and he was interviewed by the New York Times and National Geographic. One of the key organizers of Al Qaeda, apparently, that Obama drone striked. How does any of that make sense? Because then they go and say, apparently 2 of the goat farmers that flew into one of the towers, I'm not sure what one, I think like Flight 77, apparently 2 of those guys attended one of this guy's mosques. So then they were apparently surveilling this guy the whole time. I don't know. But you know where this guy went wrong? What I read that this guy said? This is the craziest thing, that you can't say this. He said, Israeli intelligence agents, not lying, I swear to God, he said this. I swear to God, he must have seen this one video of these dancers. He said Israeli intelligence agents might have been responsible for 9/11, and that the FBI went into the roster of airplanes, and whoever has a Muslim or Arab name became the hijacker by default. The guy that spoke at the Department of Defense said that. The guy that the New York Times and the National Geographic interviewed said that Israeli agents might have been responsible for 9/11. And then at that time, right at that time, the FBI had the 5 dancing Israelis that worked for Urban Moving Company, and they were Mossad. Weird. So many confusing things that they don't tell the public. You have to go look this stuff up. I guess I say all that to say millions of brown people have been killed for what? Because Israel feels like they should have a lot of that land. And when people say they want to use their own currency and not be on the US dollar, or they don't want to, or they want to have the control of their own oil, like Iran or Iraq, those people get killed or removed. Or if you want to negotiate with Putin, you get removed and a comedian gets put in place. I'm pretty tired of the United States interference all over the world, because Canada just follows along. I don't like it. I don't want to be sending aid to Ukraine or Israel. Make your own products. Fund your own shit. I don't want my taxes going to killing people. Send it for food for people, not military aid. fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. But Trump's inauguration. It's already like started, I guess. What I looked at what is going on it, and I found this thing. It's probably gonna. It was. I don't know if there's video. I'm sure there's a photo op from it, but I would love to see the entire thing. Trump and incoming First Lady Melania Trump will meet outgoing President Joe Biden and First Lady Joe Biden at the White House for a tea that's traditionally held to welcome a new president. If they're going to sit down and drink tea, I would love for it to be filmed. Because I know Melania hates Joe Biden. I would love to just see the Melania stare. The stare. It would just be that's hilarious. When they got to get a photo of that. You have to be so fake. That's so fake. It's fake and gay. It's a Candace Owens thing. It's awesome. Fake and gay. So much is fake and gay. There's a bunch of people singing and doing stuff. I seen my brother likes those Rascal Flats. They're doing something. Oh, this is awesome too. I would just like shoot him the finger. A formal farewell will be held for Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris as they depart the U.S. Capitol. Just shoot him the finger. Oh, this is a goodie. Trump will head to the president's room just off the Senate chamber to the U.S. Capitol for a signing ceremony. This is where he's going to sign nominations, memorandums, and executive orders. That's a big thing today. The markets will move today. They're going to have themselves a little fucking concert. They could be doing the YMCA. Fuck, that's going to be fucking funny. And Nelly's gonna be there. A lot of country stuff. My brother likes that. This is big. Who's gonna be attending is Elon Musk, Bezos, Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, the guy who fucking his team fucking kicked me off fucking Instagram in 2022. Fucking cocksuckers there at Meta. The fucking pussy team. Censoring. Yeah, I need Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos to make my crypto go crazy and adopt my cryptos so that they go crazy. I thought this was pretty funny. Some of these people in here. It's Antonio Brown. That guy is scary. When he talks, it's more he's one of the most dangerous people to let talk on your channel or on your network, because the things he'll say are dangerous. Fonte's Perfect fucked him up. Mike Tyson, nice guy. Jorge Masvidal, nice guy. Vander Kane, got differing opinions. I don't think he's a nice guy, but I know his ex-wife is a gold digger and a piece of shit. But I don't think he's probably a good guy. I think he's a gambling addict, and he's not a good, does bad stuff. But I think he got taken advantage of by his ex-wife. And I think Kodak Black's gonna be there, which is fucking so funny. Donald Trump, I know Donald Trump can't understand one word Kodak Black says. Prove it. Nobody, I would love to see it proved. If Donald Trump could listen to Kodak Black say 20 words, and he could write any of the 20 words down that he heard. He could be guessing. I know it. Yeah, I guess that's going down now. I got more shit. I'll go over it tomorrow. Trump. We're gonna get conservatives, and Christopher Freeland's a fucking loser. Mark Carney's a fucking loser. And we're gonna get Pierre Polyev or Polyev. Everyone fucking pronounces his name different. And hopefully he's pro crypto, and hopefully he doesn't want to fund wars in other countries, because I'm not for that. That's not humanitarian aid. We just fund military aid. I don't like that. Maybe they could go help out in Sudan. Just divert funds over there. We could help out. I don't know. Saudi Arabia and Israel love fucking Yemen up. I don't know. My guess is Israel will take it easy on Gaza for a while here, and they're gonna probably go and take some some of Yemen's land. See if Saudi Arabia lets that happen. I don't like that Trump's son-in-law, Mr. Kushner, there is real tight with Mohammed bin Salman. There will be a lot of Saudi Arabia agreements with the United States coming up. Whether we hear about them or not, I will try to find them. Deuces.